Hey, folks, it's Dave here, and good afternoon. It's a Monday. It's a rainy Monday afternoon, and basically, I did a little bit of work this morning, but I'm kind of taking the day off. I just said, something. I didn't get any time off this weekend, so I'm taking kind of today off, or the rest of the day, all till tonight. I'm working morning and night, but I'm taking the afternoon off. Yay me! So anyway, I want to get this baseball game in that I set up yesterday, but I was too tired to play. And if I get onto the field here, this is what we got. It's going to be the Astros and the A's, right? Hopefully that's in focus. It doesn't look like it is, does it? That's a little bit better. Okay, so it's the Astros and the A's. This is opening day, 1981, and as you know, I get the digital diamond open, so I can that really helps me out figure out who I'm going to bring in for runners and hitters because again, not everybody played every game, so I like to have that, and that'll figure that out for me, if you will. Um, I'm going to play the master game. Again, it's not going to be fast. I'm still learning it, but I wanna keep playing this so I get quicker at it because I do like it. It's the right amount of baseball. It's not too much. There's a few things I don't do. That's like, I don't need to do all that. But I like this game. I do. Um, so all right, well, let me just go to the score sheet from Digi Dugout Plus that I have here. So we have Poole in right field, Reynolds at short, Cedeno in center, Cruz in left, Howe at third, Roberts at first, Dickie Thorne at second base, Pujols as the catcher, and Joe Negro will be our pitcher today for the Houstons. And for the LAs, we have Lopes at second, Landro in center field, Dusty Baker in left, Garvey at first, Say at third, Guerrero is in right field, Socia the catcher, Bill Russell at short, and Fernando Valenzuela will be pitching today. And so that is my lineup here. And we're going to try to have some fun with this. I'm going to roll my own dice today. I haven't done that in a while. A lot of times, what I do is, as you know, I kind of put on the ball roller, but I'm going to roll the dice today, get to some old school. I got the Al Wilson scoreboard up here. I'm not going to have the base runners today, but at least I can have the innings and the outs and the score. And let's have some fun with this today, this afternoon, a rainy afternoon here. Let's have some fun here with some baseball. All righty. So let me explain the dice. This roll will not count, okay, which is 2 bets of 55. So that's my ABPA roll. That's my secondary roll. And that right there, that will be to determine where the ball is hit. That's the black one there. So just kind of determine that. So I just took a potential hit away from Poole because I had to look at that, right? I shouldn't have looked at the numbers, but I did. All right, so here we go. All righty, so we got a 61, a 24, and a 5. So a 61 is going to be a 40. So, we have a rare play here. So it's going to be rare play 40. So let me go to my rare play 40 with bases empty and a 24. That's why I like to have the second roll here. It really cuts down on the time. So 40, 24 is 29, and that's going to be strike one. All right. Sometimes it's just that boring, but oh well. Strike one on Poole. And now we have, a 33 is good. So a 33 is going to be a 0, and then a 35 is a 6. So does a 6 change with Valenzuela? So no, he doesn't have the L or the M. That's the only thing that would change, right? The L or the M. And he doesn't have it, and he doesn't have the G or the H. So I don't really have to worry about ones or sixes changing on either of these guys, right? Because he doesn't have it, and he doesn't have it either. Okay. So I don't have to worry about that. Okay. So a 6 will remain a 6, and that'll be a double for his trouble. So Poole will lead off with a double. So we have a man on first base, or second base rather, and nobody out here for Craig Reynolds Wrap. So Reynolds Wrap will come up, see what he can do. Oh, I already hit my scoreboard here. I was talking to Victor today about coming up with a kind of a generic scoreboard that I could still use some of these things here that would lean back a little bit more so you could get a better view and things like that. And it would work for everything. So we'll see what he comes up with here. Victor's got some good stuff. Again, I use a lot of his holders for the ABPA football and things like that. All right, so we got a runner on second base. Craig Reynolds will come up here, right? And so we have a 43, which is going to be a 29. So a 29 is hit back to the mound. And I think that's going to be the same no matter what it is. So I don't even need to check his fielding. Out at first, run to third. A K. Nope, he's not a K. So it's no strikeout. So it's going to be tap back to the mound, and the Reynolds is going to go to first. So a little nubber in front of the plate by Reynolds is good as a bunt. So he's going to be G1. So now we have a runner on third base with only one away. So already Houston is within striking distance here. All righty. And again, I may make mistakes in this game, and that's okay if I do because I'm enjoying the game. As Barbara comes by. Hi, Barbara. Hopefully things are going well for you today. We have some rain over here, so it's been a lazy day over here. She actually went out and bought the turkey today for Thanksgiving. We got it in the freezer. So I have a 12. Ooh, a 12, an 11, and a 5. So 12 is going to be a 25. So this is hit down to second base. Let's check the fielding. All righty. So it's hit down to second base. And we have Davey Lopes is a 7. So I have a 7, 11. So he's going to be 1. Uh-oh. This is a line drive, and he's doubled off. Oh, no. Hang on a sec. Yeah. Doubled it there. So it's hit to second base, and he throws to third to get the runner doubled off. Wow. So that's just going to be a double play, right? If I'm reading that correctly. So Lopes, yep, he's going to be in fielding 1. Line drive, runner doubled off third. So a double play will end the threat with a runner stuck at third. Actually, he's he's out at third. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We talked last night on the chat about the things are believable. I can see that. I could see how the ball would be hit really hard, and and then he fires the third and gets him. So I can see that. That's a very believable situation. So I'm okay with that. All righty. So now the Dodgers will come up here in the bottom of the inning. So I will try to keep that going here. I love this little score. Oh, I didn't do my outs. Well, they came quickly though, right? We had a G1, then we had a double play. So I'm back to 0. All right, I'll get better at that, I hope. Dominic comes by. Triple G. Good to see the Triple G. Dominic come by. And I saw it was snowing in Chicago yesterday. I was watching some of the football highlights, and then up in New Hampshire it was too. We were sitting at lunch today, and they were all looking on their phones showing pictures of the snow in New Hampshire. Yay. We don't want snow just yet. It snowed a little early last year. It was like, it's too early for that. So, all righty. So we have Davey Lopes coming up. Davey Lopes. So we have a 65. Oh, I keep hitting my scoreboard here, don't I? I'll just kind of leave the dice where they are. 65. 35. He pops that one up. No, that's actually. Oh, is he a W? No, he's not a W. Negro's not a W. So that'll be a ground out to third base. So that'll be a G5, and I'll move that. There'll be 1 away. So Barbara's got a little bit of snow. But yeah, this time of year, it's usually just a little fluffy, just going to kind of make it look pretty type of snow, usually. Usually, I say. All righty, so now we have Landro. This is a guy I'm not familiar with. KT Landro. Everybody else I pretty much am familiar with on this Dodger team in 81. Again, 81 is kind of where I just started to tail off from me. That's when I started to get away from baseball. All righty, so we have a 44. That's going to be an 8. So Negro's a 13, and he's a righty. So that'll be a 14. So a 14-8. Does that change anything? Yes, it does. Right. So 8. And he's a 15, actually. He's a 13, so that's a 15. So that's going to be a 32. That's going to be a hit to right field, and that is that. So it's going to be a fly out to right field, and there's 2 away. So, yes, I like how that does that. I like how it kind of changes some of the things, good or bad. And sometimes it does nothing too, but at least it's there. So we got 2 away now. Dusty Baker, the left fielder. And he's going to get a 42. So that'll be a 9. That could possibly change too. So Dusty Baker, so it's a 15 on the 9. And no, a 9 will drop in for a single. So Dusty Baker's on with a single. So we have a man on first. He's not a very fast runner, so we're not going to steal. But again, I hold everybody on, so sometimes that'll come into effect. All righty. So now we have Steve Garvey coming up with a man on first and 2 away. And so that's going to be our roll. A 43, that's not very good. A 29 is hit back to the mound. And no matter what happens, 2 outs, he's going to be put out. So, no matter what happens here, he's going to be out at first or safe at first. So we're just going to say a G1, and that'll end it. So again, if I really wanted to figure it out, I could figure out what fielding they're using to get the exact out. But for today, that's fine. So it's just going to be hit back to the mound, and Garvey will be retired. So we go to the top of the second here in Los Angeles. It is opening day, and it's absolutely nothing to absolutely nothing. I've started to learn some of the secrets of the master game is you don't have to figure out every single roll exactly to figure out what's happening. And that saved a lot of time because I would always look at everything and come up with numbers, and you don't have to do that. Only when you need to do I do some of those things. Okay, it's an as-needed basis. All righty, so we're going to have Jose Cruz coming up here. He's going to try to cruise up to the plate in a 27. X strikeout. No, he's XY, but he's not X. So 27 is hit down to third base. And Jose Cruz is down, 1 away. Let me change that to 1. There we go. All righty. Art HOU. Let's see. How is he going to do? So we have a 56. That's going to be a 34. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop. There's no Y. So it's going to be a line drive to the shortstop. So we're going to call that L6. And we have 2 away. So far, so good, I think. Again, without runners on base, it's really easy. But runners on base, that's when the fun happens. That's when the magic happens in ABPA Master. All right, so we have a 46 for Roberts with nobody on. And that's a 32. So that's going to be hit into right field. And that'll do it in the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Fernando Valenzuela. And so we shall go to the bottom of the second here. And we are tied at 0-0. And now I'm going to have to really kind of test my baseball strategy here because I got the National League. And we got to worry about pitchers and pitchers hitting and stuff like that. So coming up, we have Ron Say, the Penguin. Will he get an inside the park home run? Let's find out. Probably not with a 43. That's a 29. And that is hit back to the mound. And he'll be out no matter what. So we're going to get a G1. So a couple of back to... Oh, he's not on base. That's just an out. So we got 1 away. Not a lot of stuff happening today. So Guerrero. And we got a 35 for Guerrero, which is a 9. All righty. So we have a righty, 13. That's going to be a 14-9. And no, that's going to be a single because he likes to mingle. So Guerrero's going to mingle. He doesn't really have a lot of speed. Stealing F. His speed is he's an A stealer. He does have speed. Oh, hold the phone here. So he would be 15. Ooh, he would be 17 on the steal. 17 on the steal would be, it's still not a lot. It's 11 to 35. So it's not even half. So he only had 5 stolen bases on the steal. So I'm going to say no on the steal. If he only has half, I'm going to say no. All right, so we got a runner on first base here. And there's 1 away. It's going to be Sosha coming up. So Guerrero with a single. He's not going to steal. Lumpy? Really? Laurie Lumpy, Sosha? Okay. Okay. So we have a 14. Oh, that's a 30. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And we're not even going to... I used to check all that stuff to see how deep it was. But yeah, we're not going to even try. So we get 2 outs. Bill Russell. Was he the basketball player, Bill Russell? 2 away, man on first. And we have a 45 for Russell. It's going to be a 14. And that's going to be a walk. A base on balls. So we have first and second. And it's going to be the pitcher, Fernando Valenzuela, coming up. And again, I'm not pinch hitting. I know there's runners on first and second. And that's kind of the crappy thing about having a pitcher come up. But we're going to let him hit. All right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let him hit. So we have first and second, 2 away. And the pitcher up, Valenzuela. And he's going to get a 25. 25. Oh, it's an 8. A 14-8. And, oh, bummer. He's going to hit that one into center field. That was dropping, but coming in is our fast center fielder, Cesar Cedeno, to make that catch and take away probably what would have been a run. So that'll wrap it up. Nice job by Valenzuela, almost dropping that in for the hit, but that is taken away. And so we shall go to the top of the third inning here in Los Angeles. And it's still 0-0. Dickie Thon, his first appearance at the plate. And so we have a 21, and that's going to be a 26. And that's going to be hit down the second base, and a nice easy play by the second baseman, who is Davey Lopes. And Davey Lopes gets it and is 1 away. So this is the 2016 version of 81. And it's a little different here because sometimes they put in with the speed, they put F or S for fast or slow. And I don't think some of the newer cards have that. I think they got rid of that. And it's just on the card. Like you see Davey Lopes here. On his speed, it says F17, and then it's still F over here. I think on the newer cards, that F is dropped, but it stays there. So you don't really, you don't need it twice. Is kind of what I'm getting at. So again, these cards are 2016. So that's what, 9 years old, almost 10 years old. Yeah. What do you think about that? Pujols with nobody on. And we got a 15. Oh, that's going to be an 8. Minus 11, though. That's a 26. A 26-8. Yeah. And that's going to be hit down the shortstop. And that's going to be that. That's what's great about this. You see his card here. Against lefties, he's pretty good. Against righties, terrible. That minus 11, yeah, he had no chance on that one. So I don't even know how he's going to get a hit against a righty. So we have 2 away. I'll just leave that right there. 2 away here in the top of the third in a scoreless game. And we have a 56. That's going to be a 34. And that's going to be popped up to short. And we'll call it a P. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Necro. Necro's up. It's probably going to be the same thing. 30. Left field. Flying to left field. So we're going to say F7. So Necro's up. I just saw that. And that'll end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down. So Valenzuela, aside from that double, which he was doubled off, is doing pretty well as we go to the bottom of the third. Nothing here. Can something happen? I'm waiting for something to happen, right? We've had the double, and that's it. Oh, we had a couple singles, too. But nothing came of them. All right, so top of the order, Davey Lopes here in the bottom of the third for the Dodgers. And a 15. Oh, that's an 11. That might be pretty good. So a righty. So we have a 17. We have an 11 with a 17, and that's going to be a single off the end of the bat, and Lopes is on with a single. So we have a man on. Does he want to steal? Ooh. Oh, it's got to be 1 to 2 outs. This early in the game, 1 to 2 outs. He's got a pretty good steal of 35. So, but he's not going to go. He had 20 stolen bases, but he can't go according to the chat. He can't steal, so So we're gonna get a man on first. Do I want to bunt here? Do I want Landreau to bunt? You know, I think I might. I might drop the bunt here and try to move in the second, and then we get the meat of the lineup. Oh wait a second, is he a lefty? I'm sorry, he is a lefty. Oh, I screwed that up, didn't I? Did I screw that up? Oh no, he throws righty. They're both throwing righty. They both throw. Oh no, you're right. Valenzuela is a lefty. Oh, I screwed that up, didn't I? Told you I was going to screw up. So yeah, the Pujols. I screwed him out of a hit. I'm still learning. I'm still getting used to the lefty righty split. So Dominic, you would be correct. Valenzuela is a lefty thrower, so that might have dropped in for a hit. But we're gonna say the center fielder made an awesome catch. All righty, or just whatever it was. So I screwed that up. You are correct. I screwed that up. That's why the lefty righty splits kind of messed me up in every game too, no matter what game it is. All right, so we got a runner on first, and Landreau's gonna bunt. Landreau's gonna bunt. So we have a 21 on the bunt. So that'll be a 30 on the sacrifice. And it's going to be the same thing no matter what. So out at first, runner to second, out at first, runner to second, out at first, runner to second. So he's going to get a good sacrifice bunt here. Good sacrifice bunt. Yeah, home field advantage. You're right. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this all, and the lefty-righties always mess me up. So Landreau gets the job done. And again, we talked about that. What happens when you make a mistake? Yeah, you just go with it. You just go with it, and you try not to get too worked up about it. Because I used to try to get everything perfect, and it would drive me nuts when I didn't. So I'm just trying to, that stuff I can fix. That's just an oversight on me. It's the other rules of the game that I'm trying to get right. So I was correct if he was a righty, but because he's a lefty, I screwed that up. All right, so we got one away, but we do have a man on second base, and Dusty Baker comes up. All right, Dusty Baker. So we have a 12. It's going to be a 25. So let's check the fielding on that. So it's going to be hit down to second base. So we have a 7 and 21. And that'll be fielding 1. So on a line drive out, runner holds. PR hitter, he's double off a second, but he's not. He's PL. So line drive to second base, and Lopes is going to dive back. So I'm going to go line drive 4, and now we have 2 away. So Lopes dives back, and now we have. But thanks for pointing that out, because now I'll keep an eye on that, because I thought he was a righty. Some reason I just had righty in my head. But yeah, he hits way better against lefties. Poor Pujols. He got screwed. Again, this is not part of anything. This is just opening day fun. I can't let Jeff have all the opening day games. All right, so what do we have now? So Garvey with a 12. That's a 25. And that's going to be hit down to second base, and no matter what happens, it's going to be an out. So I'm going to call that a G4, and that will end the inning. So still nothing going on here. We're going to the 4th now, and it's still nothing here. It's been a beauty of an opening day. I think the actual score was 2-0, if I'm correct. Okay, so Terry Poole will lead us off, the top of the order. All right. And here we go. Ooh, a 22. So that's going to be an 8. Let's get this right now. Lefty. Oh, he's -8. He bats left. Oh, he's -8. So we have a 23. Now, I think that's going to be taken away. 8-23. And yeah, that's going to turn into a 31, which is a fly into center field. So Terry Poole is out. We have 1 away. I got that one right. At least I got that one right. I should have gone the other way just to make it even, right? All right, so Craig Reynolds wrap, a 13, 23, and now I do need to check. So it's hit back to the mound. So we have a 35. So we have a 2-35. Oh, that's still going to be a 1, though. So it's going to be out at first. So Valenzuela knocks it down and flips to first, and he will be out on the G1. Otherwise, that's an error. But because he's a 2 and I rolled kind of low, my chart. It says, I love my chart here. I don't know if you saw my chart. I think I've shown it to you guys. I took the chart that came with the game and I colored it in so it shows me easily when I see the defending rating of the player and I roll the dice, I can see if they're 1, 2, or 3. And this works like a charm. It's so easy to read. It took me, like I say, it took me just a little bit to make it, but I'm so glad I did. Just everything goes so fast when I'm looking at the fielding chart. All right, so we have Cedeno coming up with 2 outs. Base is empty on a 41-24. And this is a hit down the short. And an easy play by the shortstop person who is Bill Russell. So bottom of the 4th. Not a lot going on here in Los Angeles on a brisk day. Opening day. This was like April something or other. I forget. Okay. The Penguin comes up, Say, in the 4th. Let's see if Say can get something going here. So we get to 31. That's a 9. And, oh, he's a +1, so it's going to be a 12. So on the 9, it's a 12. And, yeah, it's going to turn into a 27. And it's going to be hit down the third base. So a nice stab by the third baseman, Art Howe, will take away a hit from Ron Say, who hit that sharply down the line. But that's where the change comes in. That's what makes it real fun. Even though he did pretty well, but that 12, 12-9. Yep, turned it into a 27, which is, oh, wait a second. So we said, hang on a second. Let me just double check that. So Say is, yeah, so it's a 12, 12-9. Let me just double check that. 12-9 is a 27, which is, yep, third base. Yep, okay, I did it correctly. Okay. All righty. I got the one. So the wife, she went down. She went to the store today, and they had some big turkeys, real cheap. And she got one. She goes, I should have got another one. So she just went back. She got the last one. She just texted me. it's like, whew, going all the way back and not having one. That would have stunk. All righty. So Guerrero comes up. He's got a single actually in this game. One of the few hits. Oh no, a 66, and that is gone. That is gone, right? There's no GH on this card, so nothing will change. And Guerrero, so he's 2 for 2. And we finally have with one away, that's a 1-out homer. He finally puts us on the scoreboard. So Pedro Guerrero takes Necro very deep-o. And it's 1-0 for the home team. So we finally have a run on the board as Guerrero sends that out with the 1. All righty, so now we have Sosha coming up. Let's see what he can do here. So we have a 63 for Sosha. That's a 31, and that's going to be center field all day long. And it'll be 2 away. I'm rather enjoying this, aside from my lefty mistake, which, again, I've made that in other games too, so to be fair. Bill Russell, 64, 13, and strike him out. And that'll do it, but they'll get the 1. So we finally have a score up here, and we shall go to the top of the 5th here in LA. It is 1-0 for the home team. Yeah, I know, Bob. We all do make mistakes, and it's not the end of the world. Again, it's my tabletop, just having a game here. But I just like to get it right, and it bugs me when I don't, but not as much as it used to. Now I just kind of enjoy it, and if I make the mistake, I make the mistake. But I like the setup I got here, how it's going today, and I like I don't know, just having fun, and that's what matters, having a good time. All righty, so it's going to be Cruz leading off here in the 5th. Ooh, we got an 11, so that'll be a 0. Oh, and a 66. Oh, it's a 2. Wow. So an 11 is 0, and that's not going to change. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. So a 15, and the lefty, right, is -8. So that's 23. Oh, that almost turned to a single. A 24 would have turned that 0 into a 7 for a single. But he just got it. So we have a 0 and a 66, which is still the best you can do, is a 2. And that'll be a triple. So Cruz leads off this with a triple. Wow. And it almost changed to a single, too. We missed it by 1. So with nobody out, we have a runner on third. And it's going to be Art HOU. Now this is when it gets fun. Now we got to check fly ball distances and stuff like that, and arms and speed. Cruz is a 16 speed, by the way. So if I look at Cruz, not only is he fast, right, but his speed up here is 16. That's pretty good. So probably anything in the outfield, we're going to probably tag up. All right, can HOU get him home? Can he tie the game? Art HOU, 46. It's a 29. Oh, hit back to the mound. Short pop-up, line drive, and out at first. So let's just check to see what he is, just so I can get it correctly here. So I have a 44. So I checked the pitcher at 244. That's 1. So it's going to be out at first. So it's going to be, and the runner will hold. So it's going to be hit back to the pitcher. We'll call it a G1. He will hold, and now there's 1 away. Okay. Again, it's either a pop out or a ground out. All the results were kind of the same, but I still wanted to figure it out. All right, Dave Roberts with the tying run at third. So we have a 62. That's a 30. That's going to get into left field. Let's see how deep. Oh, a 4. Okay, so let's see. So our left fielder. Okay, this is where it gets kind of fun. Our left fielder is Dusty Baker. He's a 332 in the outfield. 332. So that's going to be a 1. So not that deep. It's a 30. So if I do my math, I have 30 on the depth. Dusty Baker's a 35, so I'm -5. And his speed, we said, was 16. So it's an 11. Only 11 chances. So 11 to 25, he's safe. I don't think that's good. That was not hit deep enough. And with Dusty Baker's arm, we're going to have to hold, right? 11 to 25. I mean, later in the game, I might try that because I need the run. What do you think? That's not even half. That's not even half. 11 to 25. Yeah, I can't take the chance. So what is going to say 2 outs on the fly ball into left field. So a ground out to the pitcher and a fly ball to medium left field is not going to get the runner home. I'm just going to say no. That's what makes it fun. So Dickie Thon comes up. If it was the pitcher, I might send him. I probably would have tried if it was the pitcher. Good point, Dominic. But we still have a couple of hitters coming up. So let's go with Dickie Thon. Let's see if he can get him home. All right, here we go. So we have, a 44. That'll be an 8. Oh, he's a +6, too, against lefties. So we have a 15 -6 is a 9. So we have an 8. Right, 44 is an 8 with a 9. 8 with a 9. And that's going to drop in for a single. And the runner will score. So Dickie Thon comes home with a single because he likes to mingle. And that'll get the runner home. And a 2-out single has tied the game at 1-1. So I'm kind of glad I didn't try on the very low percentage chance. So Houston ties it at 1. Let me start checking the fatigue of some of these pitchers here. So we have a 2 and a 1. So the ninth inning and the eighth inning. All right, so we're not too worried about fatigue right now. They haven't given up enough runs either. Yeah. So neither has gone 5 innings. Right. So Valenzuela's a 15, so he would have to go 7 innings to increase. And they've not on 5, so there's no changes so far. All right, cool. And Gary comes by. Gary, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? I haven't seen that face in quite some time, so hopefully things are okay with you. I'm still learning the master game here for ABPA baseball, and I think I'm doing okay. Aside from screwing up the hand of the pitcher, minor detail. I think I took a hit away, but that's okay. We're having a fun time here. Pujols. Oh, a 55. So that's an 8. And he's a +4. So that's an 11. So 8, 11. And that'll drop in for a single. So back-to-back singles. Oh, wait. So I got to run on first. Hang on a sec. Run on first. I need to do this again. I forgot to flip the page. So we have an 11, 8. Nope. It's going to be a single line drive into left. And the 3 is only semi-deep. So with 2 outs, it's a 51. Do I want to try? Oh, hang on a sec. So I get 68 minus 35, which is 33. Oh, I'm going to try for third. 33 chances. So I got 11. And I'm going to keep the runner at first is what I'm going to do. So I got 11 to 63. He's going to get to third base, and he is in there. All right, so a single to left and some aggressive base running by Dickie Thon puts them at third base. And so we have first and third now with 2 away. And it's going to be the pitcher, Negro. So, now what do I do? I don't think you pinch hit in the 5th, right? That's a little too early. He's pitching pretty well. So this is where the conundrum comes in for the pitcher in the National League. I got first and third with 2 outs and the pitcher coming up. And I don't think I take him out. Patrick comes by. Hi, Patrick. And Jim Rockford's Trans Am, So Patrick says he has a question here. And he says, if you do an actual play replays, how do you feel and handle weird trades? Example, he's replaying 84 season as the Cubs. I guess it depends what you want to do. If you want to play it actual as played, then you keep all the trades in there. But the beauty about what we do is you can just kind of play it as you want. And so if you want to, if you want to keep the trade, then do it. And if not, then veto the trade. That's the great thing about it. It depends if you want to play as played or what if. If you want to say, hey, what would have happened, if they didn't happen? That's the great thing about it. It's your choice. It is your choice. It is your table. It is your choice. Just like it's my choice whether I'm going to bring in a pinch hitter or I'm going to have Negro hit. I'm going to have Negro hit because we're tied at 1-1, so we don't need the run. But with 2 outs, I'd like to keep the pitcher in a couple more innings because he's a grade B pitcher with a 13, and that's pretty good. So I'm going to keep him in the game. And I'm making sure that I don't think I've had any chance to check for drop throws yet. So I haven't stolen, and I haven't had anybody tagged out. So, Triple G's been trying to slip into the game between phone calls, but the phone won't stop ringing. That's okay. I usually don't go on during the day, but thanks for coming by anyway, and maybe we can check it out later. Just mute the phone. Yeah, I'm on break. I'm listening to the game. All right, so we're gonna let Negro hit. We're gonna let him hit, and a 42 is a 13, and struck him out. So that'll end the inning, but they get the 1. They get 1. So we are tied at 1 going to the bottom of the 5th. And that's how we're going to play that. All right, so it's going to be And Captain Carl says he lets it go. He doesn't use hindsight in his replays. That's the thing there. Hi, Carl. That we talked about last night a little bit was just when something weird happens, can you visualize it? And it's all hindsight. Again, at whatever part of the season they were doing what was right for them. They had no idea what the outcome was going to be. So sometimes I like to roll with what happened because it's what happened. See what I'm saying? All righty, so it's going to be starting off the. Valenzuela is actually leading off. All right, so Valenzuela, the pitcher, is hitting here. So we have a 46. That's a 27. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be an out. Yeah, it's going to be a ground ball to third base. So he's going to G5, and there's one away. I don't play National League much, but sometimes when I do, it is kind of fun, the whole strategy with the pitcher thing, It's kind of fun. And so it's going to be Lopes now. There we go, Lopes now. There we go. 53. That's an 18. That's an odd one. All right, so it's going to be hit down to shortstop. And with one away, no matter what happens, it's going to be an error. So he hits it down the short. Too hot to handle for Craig Reynolds' rap. And we're going to get an E6. So we have a man on first base here with one away. Lopes stealing 1 to 2 outs, up or down by a run. I think we might send him here. He's got a 35 on the steal. And he's actually got it's automatic because he's got 37, right? So he's 35. The pitcher is 0 moved to first, and the catcher, Pujols, is -2. So that gives him, so he's going to be in there. Yep. So we do have to check for the wild throw. Okay. So he's got 37. So he's gonna steal second, right? So he's gonna come over here with a stolen base, and I need to check for the wild throw. So I need to roll 3. All righty. And so the catcher is 7. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's C7. So C7. Let's see if the throw is wild. So I got a 641 and nope, not a wild throw. That was pretty cool, actually. So he goes down to second base on the steal after the error. So now we have a man on second base, and that man is Davey Lopes with some speed. And Ken Landreau comes up. So one away, Kenny Landreau. And yeah, hindsight can be a wonderful thing. Yeah. Carl says he's playing that season too, but with Strat. Nice. I'm kind of hoping that we're going to get some Strat representation at Digital to Dice 2026, and I can kind of get back to playing some Strat. I did like the Strat. I do. And maybe if I sat with somebody and played, it'd be a little bit different. Ronnie comes by. Hi, Ronnie. I like that little skeleton smiley face. Kind of neat. Once had Gaylord Perry on a 77 opening day get a rare play on the first roll. Was ejected for arguing balls and strikes. That's it. So you brought in Bly Levin and then Perry started. Oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I mean, it can happen, right? And we talked about that last night. Is that something can you live with it? Are you okay if something like that happens? Can you live with it? And that makes it fun. That's why the rare plays are great. They really are. What game are you playing, by the way, Ronnie, when that happened? What was the rare play? All right, so we have a man at second. We have one out, and Landreau will come up. And a 53 is going to be a 16. That's an odd one. So that's hit into center field. So I do need to check that. So we have a 23 going into center field. So we have a 2-23, which is going to be fielding 1. And that's going to be a fly out to center field. So hustling in on the play was our center fielder, Cesar Cedeno. And he will make the catch, right, on a 2-23. Yep. If it had been higher than 26, it would have dropped in for a hit. And that's where I really like how this works here. There's a sliding scale. So it's actually almost like a third. When you're fielding 2, he's got a third of the chance to make the play And, well, actually 2/3 to blow the play, actually, a single or an error. So he will fly out to center field. So Landreau hits it, and Lopes will have to go back. I'm not going to have him tag here. I don't think it's deep. Yeah, it doesn't even give me a number, so it's going to be hit the center field and nothing else beyond that. So we have 2 outs now. Runner on second, and Dusty Baker, who's got a single in this game. Let's see if we can get another one here. Triple play baseball. So we have a 61. That'll be a 40. Uh-oh, that's going to be something crazy here. So let's check the team result, right? The team result is a 2. That's a wild pitch by a wild pitch 3. And guess what? He's a wild pitch 3, right? Wild pitch 3. He's a wild Bill. So a wild pitch. And so we got a stolen. So we get an error. So Lopes is on third. We got an error, a stolen base, and a wild pitch. Pretty wild, huh? Now things are getting good. So now we got the runner on third base. And we have 2 away. And Baker. Oh, he gets an 11 and a 12. That's a 0, and then it's an 11. Now, hang on a sec. 7, 8, and 11 in the second column are not changed, right? So we have a 0, and then we have an 11, and that's going to be straight up. So it's going to be a single. So it's an infield hit. A slow runner holds. He's not slow, and is 2 outs, so he's going to score anyway on 2 outs. And I like how that's written. Lopes is not slow. All right, so it's going to get the runner home. A little bunt off the tap on the end of the bat, and nobody can make a play on that. And Baker scores, and we change the score over here. It is 2-1. All right. Dun, 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 dun. This has been fun. Necro's knuckler dancing around. Was he the knuckleball pitcher? They don't do that anymore. Tim Wakefield was the master at that. He played for a long time with that knuckleball, even when he was an old guy. And now I thought that was pretty darn cool that he did that. I have 1995 in my wish list. I haven't got it yet, but that is on my list, 95. So I can play Wakefield. It's just really expensive. I'm like, I'd have to really save up for that one. But I would like to get it. Like if Payoff Pitch come out with 95, that'd be great. Wakefield was taught to pitch by Necro. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty darn cool. I suppose Wakefield could have been playing, right? If he was playing in 95 and he was getting up there, I suppose if he was in his early 20s, he might be playing right now. I think you're right. In basic, an 11 is an auto stolen base. Yes, I think you are correct. Here, though, it is, it's a single on this. Yeah, in this game, there's no automatic anythings like that. I don't think. I mean, it could be maybe once in a while you'll get something that's automatic, but you call your own steals in this game. So if I take a look at Dusty Baker, he's a D23, so he would be a D25, and so it'd be 11 to 51. And 1 to 2 outs plus 1 or minus 1. So I suppose I could try to have him steal. He only stole 10 bases. So he'd be a 25. So it'd be 11 to 51. We'll send him, right? We got 2 outs. We got nothing to lose. We have a run in. So we could send him, right? I'll tell you, let's roll the dice. If I get offense, he goes, right? And he goes. All right, so he's going to try to steal. So he's hang on a sec. So he's 23, D23. So on the D, if there's 1 or 2 outs and you're up or down by a run, and they are up by a run, because it's 2-1, so that qualifies for that. So he's a 23. So on a 23, there's no change, and the catcher's -2, so that'd be a 25. So it's going to be 11 to 51. So we're going to go. All right, we're going to go. 11 to 51, he's going to go. Here it is. Oh, and then I need to roll this too for my wild throw or dropping of the whole bit. And Robert comes by. Good to see you, Robert. How's the hockey bones going? Did you get that figured out? Did my video help at all? Did it clarify anything? Did I do anything wrong? Let me know on that. I thought I got it pretty much right by everything I could figure out and everything that Dave responded to. So yeah, I don't have Garvey playing in this game. Oh yeah, we do. He's first base. What am I saying? Yeah, Garvey is playing. He's on the screen here. Duh. All right, so here goes Dusty Baker. He's on his horse. 11-51. And on a 45, he's in there. Now I got to check for the wild throw. So I have C7. So I got 44-1. 144, and that's nothing. So he is in there with a stolen base. So Dusty Baker goes down to second. And okay, good. So the video helped. Good. I'm glad it did. I'm glad that I did something that helped you out. Sometimes the open nets can be kind of weird, and there's a lot of things going on with the open net. But just to take it one at a time. The thing about the Hockey Bones book is the empty net is one paragraph, but it assumes all this other stuff that's going on, with the power plays and with this and with that. So it almost like you got to pluck different parts of the book and put them in there to complete that paragraph to see what's going on. But again, if you know the game, it works pretty well. All righty, so we have a man on second. That's Dusty Baker. Garvey up. We have 2 outs. And now remember, Lopes scored on the error, the stolen base, and the wild pitch. All that led to that. So we have a 62 for Garvey. That's a 13. Strike him out. Right? Yep. Strike him out. And that'll do it. So, but they do get the 1. So we go to the top of the 6th. So each team with a run in that inning. And it's 2-1 for the Dodgers here at home. And so now we have Poole will lead us off. Okay. All right, so Poole, he led off the game with a double. Remember the cover? Yeah. I was the same with Bobby Orr when I first started playing Strat, and Bobby Orr was turning the puck over. I said, Bobby Orr never turned the puck over. It's like this game is wrong. And then I go back and watch some videos of Bobby Orr, like not just the highlights, but all the other stuff. It's like, oh yeah, he turned it over a lot, and he missed a lot of plays, and he was human, a little bit human, right? All righty, so top of the order, Poole doubled and flied out. A 63 is a 31, and that's hit in the center field, and I don't even need to check that. I'm getting better at that, and we have 1 away. Reynolds wrap, grounded out to the pitcher 2 times in a row. Let's get the hat trick here. 26 is a 27, and this is hit down to third base, and he is out. And just like that, Valenzuela has 2 away. Cedeno, Cesar Cedeno, 15. Oh, that's an 11. So he's a righty, and he's +3. So that 15 becomes a 12. So we have a 12-11, and that'll drop in for a single. That's going to be an infield single for Cedeno. So he's on. His stealing. His stealing's a 25. He is eligible to steal. And 25. So it's 11-51. So we want to move him into position here with Cruz coming up. So we're going to roll the dice. So we got so 25 is 11-51. Let's see if he's going to go. No, he's going to stay. All righty, so he's going to stay. He's playing a little defensive here. So with a runner on first, he's not going to go. And we're going to let Cruz hit. And And Carl says the Hockey Bones helper is oh yeah, the Hockey Bones helper and the ABPA Hockey helper, it speeds up the game 10 times because you're not rolling every single time. I hurt my arm rolling. I rolled so many dice in a row playing Hockey Bones. It hurt my arm. No joke, it did. Just from that repetitive motion. So now you get all your rolls at once. Nothing's really given away. It's not like that, you, you have a sneak peek of a roll and you can cheat. Because if I ever need a roll to decide something, I roll again. So that way there, it's not on the screen. But it just goes to show you, if it's in range, if it's not, is a shot blocked? Is it this or that? It does everything really well. It just does a super job of that. So I get to play those games much faster. And I do prefer playing it that way. All right, let's go cruise. Let's go cruising. Cruising down the boulevard with a 43 to 29. And this is hit back to the mound. And no matter what happens, it's going to be an out. So they will get out of that. Nothing going on. And we'll go to the bottom of the sixth. And it's still 2-1 for the home team. Necro still on the mound. We have our pitches that started the game still going. Again, this is opening day, 1981. Houston at Los Angeles. April 9th this was. April 9th. And so it's going to be Ron Say in the sixth. And a 52 is going to be a 27. And that's going to be hit down to third base. And he will be gunned down and is one away. We have Pedro Guerrero, who got a single and a home run. He led off the scoring with a home run in the fourth. 55. It's going to be an 8. So Negro's a righty. So we got 14 with an 8. And with the 14, that's going to be hit into left field. Coming over is Cruz, and Cruz will make the catch. Guerrero thought he had a hit, but Cruz coming over, and he takes that away. Was this the start of Fernando Mania? I didn't know he pitched that early in the 80s. I don't really remember. I thought he was more of like a late 80s, early 90s guy, but no, maybe he still was if he just started in 81. Sometimes my history is a little off, like a lot of other things in my life. But I was surprised to see him on the team. So he was 21. He was born in 1960. Right, 1960. So in 81, he would have been 21. Not even 21, right? Because in November, he would have been 21. So he's 20 years old. Pretty cool. I like the payoff pitch, how they put the age on the top over here, so you don't have to do the math. All right, so we have Sosha leading off. Oh, no, two-way to Sosha, my bad. So we've had a ground out and a fly out, so Sosha. And a 64 is a 38, and that's going to be a rare play board. So we have a 38 with a 45. 38 with a 45. It's going to be a 22. This is hit back to the mound. And so I need to roll again here. So it's hit back to the mound. Necro, 235 is going to be 1. So that's going to be out at first. So Necro makes a nice play to snag that and get the out. Otherwise, that would have got by him. And that's a great thing about the master game is it's either an error, a single, or an out, depending on what your rating is. And he makes the play as the pitcher, and he is out. So kind of liking that. Get some more light on in here. All right, so we got nothing in the sixth. We go to the seventh. And okay, so there's Russell. There's Fernando Valenzuela, 20 years old. And he was a last-minute replacement for Jerry Rose. This was the kickoff to Fernando Mania. Okay, yes, it went 8-0 to start the season at 20 years old. How cool is that, right? When I was doing it 20 years old, flipping hamburgers at Denny's, and I was so happy. I had my own money. I could eat hamburgers whenever I wanted to. Playing guitar in bands. I wasn't 8-0 in the majors, but I was still happy. Maybe happier than I am now. I don't know. Don't tell anybody. Alrighty. So we have the Art of How coming up here. He's 0 for 2 today. And we got a 36, which is a 14. And he's going to get a walk. So I think that's our first walk of the day, the Pantera walk. He's got one stolen base on the year, so we're not going to send him. But we might want to drop a bunt down with Dave Roberts, who's 0 for 2. And then we'll have to think about what we want to do as far as the pitcher, because he's coming up in a few batters. So we're going to try to sacrifice. All right, so we have a 56, let's say 34. And so it's going to be hit down to the shortstop. So a 34 with a 53. And shortstop is 8. 53. Oh, that's going to be column 3. So on a sacrifice, 2 strikes on the batter. And runner holds. All right, it's 2 attempts to bunt. All right, so we got 2 strikes. So I guess we're going to let him swing away, right, with 2 strikes, right? 2 strikes. He's going to swing away. Ooh, a 55 is an 8. And that's 17 8s. Oh, it's going to be a 34. And that's going to go into down to the shortstop. And just a line drive. And that's it. Runner holds. Runner holds. Runner holds. So it's going to be a line drive to short. So he fails to bunt, and he lines it out. So we have 1 away. And Art Howe is still at first base. Dickie Thon's got a hit. See if Dickie Thon can get another one. 46. 29. Not looking good. This is hit back to the mound. So we have a 243, and that'll be good for a 1. And so it's going to be safe at first on a fielder's choice. So Valenzuela is going to go. So he is out on the fielder's choice. So we're going to go fielder's choice, and he's on base. So they try to turn 2. Dickie Thon beats it out. And so now we have 2 away. And Pujols coming up with a pitcher on deck. Now, Dickie Thon, he's a D33. So on the D, he's eligible to steal. And that 33 is 11 to 63. And we're gonna send him. All right, so we're gonna send him 11 to 63. So Dickie Thon taking off. He's in there. Let's check for the wild throw. So we have a 31-1. 131. Nope, he's in there. No wild throw. So Dickie Thon goes into second base with a stolen base. So now the tying runs in scoring position for Pujols. And let's see if he can single him home. Dickie Thon's got some speed, but a 17, a single might tie the game. A 23, though, is a 12. That's a weird one. Does 12 change? So we got a lefty, so he's +4. That'll be an 11. That will not change. And we got a 65. Oh, boy. So it's hit down the first base. So it's hit down to Steve Garvey, a 565. Oh, that's going to be fielding 3. So no, he's out. So out at first. Runner to third. So Garvey, yep. So he's out. So it's going to call that G1. Yep. So he's out. Hits down to first base. Garvey makes the play. So he was out no matter what. So that is that. So, dun, 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 nothing going on here as we go to the bottom of the seventh here in LA. Hope you guys are enjoying this master game of ABPA. Again, I'm just kind of playing for fun here. I'm in no hurry today. And Todd comes by. ABPA football going slowly, and I'll have you looking at 49 decks. Yeah. Any questions on the football? Let me know. I mean, it's hang on a sec. Hang on one second here. So yeah, so any questions with the ABPA football, let me know. I kind of mostly play basic. I weave in a couple of master things, but for the most part, I like the basic. It's so much better. All right, bottom of the seventh, and we got Bill Russell coming up. And a 44. So that's going to be an 8. So we have a 12 on the 8s, and that will be just missed it. That's going to drop in for a hit. So Russell is on with a single, and that brings up Valenzuela. Now is Russell going to go? No, he's not going to go. Russell's not going to go. And so with nobody out and a man on first, Valenzuela in a 2-1 game, they're going to let him hit here in the 7th. They're going to let him hit, and we're going to just try to bunt. How about that? We're going to try to bunt. Nice and simple. We're going to ask the 20-year-old to bunt. So we have a 61 on the bunt. That's a 29, and it's going to be tapped to the mound. So we have a 55. So we have a 2-55, which is going to be 2. Same as fielding 3. Held on, same as fielding 1. So he was held on. So it goes to the pitcher. He throws the second for 1, but they cannot get the double play. Valenzuela scooting down the line will beat it out. So he will get the first on a fielder's choice, on a taster's choice, if you will. Hoping for a Black Friday sale. ABPA doesn't have Black Friday sales, just so you know. So that's why I bought some stuff the other day, and just kind of stuck with it. Because if they had a sale, I would stock up even 10%, but they don't. So every now and then I just get a season and have my fun with it. But I'm hoping we're going to have a good Black Friday here. I got the show lined up, ready to go. So we have 1 away. And we have Davey Lopes with the man on first. And we got a 62. That's going to be a 13. Strike him out. So Lopes goes down swinging. And we have 2 away. And we have Landro. And a 46 is a 29. And this is hit back to the mound. And that'll be an out as well. So no runs again. We go to the 8th. Here in LA. 2-1 Los Angeles on opening day. Now, I don't think they had any pinch hitters or anything that day, because it was such a low-scoring game like this. They just played everybody. So who comes? Oh, Negro comes up. So do we want to keep Jumpin' Joe in here to lead off the 7th, or lead off the 8th? He's pitching pretty well. I'm going to leave him in. I'm going to let him hit. And you like the first down? Yeah, that's fun. I don't know. That just kind of happened. It just don't. Oh, a 33. That's going to be an 8. He's a +7 against lefties. So that's going to be an 8-8. And that's going to drop in for a hit. So Negro, the pitcher, they thought about taking him out. They left him in, and he's going to single because he likes to mingle. Now, he's not going to steal. That's for sure. But now Terry Poole comes up. Do we want to bunt him over, or do we want to let him hit? Well, he's got a double and 2 flyouts. I'm going to I think we're going to let him hit. All right, so Terry Poole comes up. And a 16. is a 28. Oh boy, this is hit down the short with a 24. So this is hit down to Russell, an 8. 24 is going to be a 1. Safe at first, so the quick play to second, and they cannot turn the double play on the 27, right? Oh, I'm sorry, 28. Oh, it's the same thing, yeah. So it's short to second. So they're going to get the force out at second. And on a taster's choice, that'll be. Oh wait, that's 3 outs, right? So I got the. Oh yeah, that was. I'm sorry, I wasn't keeping up. So that was the. We got the one fielder's choice. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I'm all confused now. The wife come home and I'm distracted. So Poole. So Negro's out and the fielder's choice. There we go. All right. So we got a runner on first with 1 away now. All right. Now that I got it, I was looking at the Dodgers. That was screwing me up. All right. So Reynolds wrap with a man on first and 1 away. A 15 is a 10, but that's a weird one. So let's check the 10 here. So it's going to be a 17-10. And, he's going to squeak a single into center. And Valenzuela, with no speed at all, is going to stop at second. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Poole. Poole's got a 16. Right? He's a 16 speed. So we got to hang on a sec. So Reynolds with a single, right, on the 10. And it's going to be a 53. So 53 and 16 is 69. Giggity. Minus 36 is 33. So he's got 11 to 64. So we're just going to let with we're not going to try to throw because we don't want to get an error. So we're going to let him go into third. So it's a hit by Reynolds into center field, and we're going to cut it off so no one can move up. So yes, that's what we're going to do. So so back on lunch break. So Triple G is back. So we have now with 1 away, Reynolds with a single. So we have first and third with 1 away. So the Astros threatening to send this game to extra innings, right? And I could have tried for the throw, but I'm going to cut it off, prevent anybody from moving up bases. So just kind of go with what I think would have happened. All right, Cedeno, first and third, 51. That might not be bad. That's a 9. And a 9-12. And that's going to drop in. That's a single over short. Into center field. And how many outs are there? Just the 1 out. And so that'd be 29. And so, yeah, he won't be going anywhere into center field with a 29. So single gets the run home. Reynolds will stop at second, and the game is tied. Of course it is. Right? Why wouldn't we be going to extra innings in the middle of the day, right? Yeah. So we're 2-2 on 2 singles in a row. And it's still only 1 away. So now we have first and second. Coming up is Cruz. So 3 singles in this inning. So Poole scores. Reynolds at second. Cedeno at first. Cruz coming up. 35, 40. And he walked him. The bases are loaded as he gets the Pantera walk. And coming up is the art of HOU. How. Bases full on my chart. I want a bases full chart. We have 1 away. It's 2-2. Houston threatening. What did you miss? Well, not much. It's only 2-2. This is the most excitement right here. We get bases loaded, 1 out. Art Howe, a 43, 29, hit back to the mound. So now I need to check it out. We got a 31. We got a 2, 31. It's going to be column 1. And that's going to be a double play. Oh, wait, 2 outs. Hang on a sec. Oh, there's not 2 outs. One runner out at home, and the batter is doubled at first. So it's going to be a double play. So he hits it back to the mound, we said, right? Yeah, hits it back to the mound. So it's going to be a double play. So he's out coming home and hits into a double play. And that will end the inning. Yep. So throw to home. Oh, no. Yeah, there's only one out. Yeah, one out. Right? So one out. Hit to the mound. Throw home. Throw to first. Double play. Inning over. But they will get one. So we're 2-2 as Valenzuela gets out of the jam. Right? And so Negro's still on the mound. And so Negro's a Q2. And on a Q2, reduced grade 1 point at the beginning of the 8th. So I got to reduce him 1. So Negro now is a 12. I got to remember that, you know. So he's a 12. And actually, it's going to be Garvey leading off here. I've got Dave comes by. I've got you interested in the ABPA Master. I'm really enjoying. Isn't it fun? Isn't it like not as hard as everyone makes it out to be that doesn't play it? There's a lot going on, but I mean, it smooths out pretty quick, and a lot of times you don't need to check anything. It's just if the bases are empty, if there's 2 outs, things get really simple. You don't need to check, you know, where the runner's out. If there's an out, there's an out, and that's it. So yeah, so we are in the bottom of the 8th. It is now 2-2. And we have a 42 by Garvey, 13. Strike him out. 1 away. It does have a lot of layers. So when you start getting runners on base, but that's when it's fun, is when you see how far they hit it into the outfield. Do you want to take the extra base? Do you want to try to steal? Things like that. I really just enjoy it. It just works for me. Again, everyone has their own way in their own games. This works for me. Say with a 55. Oh, say. So we have the righty here. So he's a +1 against the righty. So it's going to be a 12. So we have an 8 with a 12, and that will drop in for the hit. Just that one little change here. That helps him out again. He's -15 against lefties. That's kind of weird. But he's a +1, and that +1 will drop in that hit for a single. So Say is on. He's not fast or anything, so he's not going to steal. Okay. He had 0 stolen bases, so he's not going to steal. All right, so we have 1 away, a man on first, and it's going to be Guerrero, who got a home run. He's got a single and a home run and a flyout. A 56 is a 34. Okay, this is hit down the shortstop, so I got a 43 on the shortstop, who is 8. 843 is going to be 2. Line drive right to the shortstop, and everybody holds. Right? Line drive to the shortstop. Okay. Line drive to the shortstop. So we have an L6. So we have 2 away now. And Sosha, the catcher. Runner on first. 2 outs. And a 64. 38. That's going to be something weird. So what are we using here? So the pitcher is 14. So I'm pretty sure that a 2-14 is going to be 1. So, oh, look at this. Runner caught off first if held on. And I do hold them on. So I'm going to say he's picked off. Runner caught off first if held on. And I do hold on all my runners. And, yeah, he's picked off. So Say is picked off. And that will end the inning. So we go to the 9th. Right? We're going to the 9th. And guess what? We're tied at 2-2. Have you ever seen a game on this channel that didn't go to extra innings? If you have, let me know in the comments. I just hope I'm not here. The wife needs my help upstairs, and I don't want to be tied up down here. All right, Dave Roberts will lead us off here. in the ninth. Oh, a 22. That's going to be a 7. And 17-7. And that'll drop in for a single. So we have the leadoff man on here in the ninth. Dickie Thon, who's done pretty well for us today. I think what we need to do is we need to move him over. I know he's got a couple of one hit today. I think we need to move him over. So here comes the bunt. And a 45 is a 14. And he will take ball 4. So, didn't like anything he saw. He gets the Pantera walk. And only when I don't want to go to extras yet. Not that I care, but again, this is just a fun game I'm playing. It's not part of anything serious, and just I'm going to be here all day, really. So we have first and second, nobody out for Pujols. I think he's going to drop a bunt. All right, we're going to see if we can get some guys in scoring position. So I got a 62. So that's a 13. Struck him out. Oh, wait, sacrifice. Foul strike. Okay, so he fouls it off. Oh, 66. Doesn't that figure? I get a 66 when I'm bunting. A 0, 32. So that's going to be an 8. And so he's going to drop it down. They're going to go to second, actually, and get the runner at second. So Roberts goes to third. They're going to get the out at second only. So Pujols moves them over. So we have one away. And now, here we go. So now it's Joe Niekro. So we have first and third with one away. And I know Niekro's got a hit in this game, but I think we really need to bring in somebody here, right? So I'm not getting a look, but it's like she just texted me. I'm like, just give me a couple of minutes to finish this game. Give me like another hour because I'm going to extras. So let me see who I got in this game. So I have Niekro here. And who can I bring in to pinch hit? So yeah, Niekro's got to come out. So Niekro's going to go 8. So Niekro's coming out. And who am I going to bring in? To hit. So Valenzuela is a lefty, so I probably want a righty. So do I want to bring in Woods, Leonard, or Garcia? Oh, actually, I could bring in anybody here. Woods is 276, and he's pretty good against lefties. I'm just looking who's available here. There's a couple guys I don't have. Ashby and Garcia. He's a 3. I think I'm going to bring in Woods to hit. All right, so Woods is coming in to hit. Alrighty, so actually Dave Smith was the guy to come in to hit. Do I even have a Dave Smith? I don't think I do. He might be on another team. So I'm not going to go digging. I'm just going to go Woods. All right, so in the 8th, Woods of the pinch hit. All right, so Gary Lee Woods comes in to pinch hit. And they brought in Leonard. So do I have a Leonard here? I don't have Leonard. So do I got to go dig up some bodies here? How about my bullpen? So they only have 10 guys in here. So I want to get my pitcher ready. So we got LaCourte or Smith. So I'll bring in LaCourte. Will be my pitcher. So Gary Lee Woods will come in, hit for Necro. No, he's only a 1. Does that change anything? No. No, it doesn't change anything. All right. So I just want to make sure I got someone that can hit. So Gary Lee Woods is coming in. And so we have a big thing here. Top of the ninth, first and third with 1 away. Actually, that was a fielder's choice. Let's get that right. All right, so a fielder's choice on the sacrifice. Okay. Here we go. I know. Oh, a 22 for the pinch hitter. That's going to be an 8. And he's a +4 against lefties. So that'll be an 11-8. And 11. Oh, he just made it. A 12 would have been disastrous. Going to be a single hit. The runner scores. A slow runner on third holds. Oh, tell me I don't have a slow runner on third. Dave Roberts. I don't know. He's not slow. Whew, he's not slow. He's normal. So we got a little infield number here that they can't get, even with the infield in. Right? I would have had infield in at this point. They can't get it. So we got a little hit here by the pinch hitter. I love that. I love when the pinch hitter comes through. All righty. So the pinch hitter is on. So I'm just going to leave him off to the side here in case I need his speed. And so we have first and second now. A run comes in for Houston. And it is 3-2. So maybe we could slip out of this without some extra innings. So we have 1 run in. We have first and second. In the top of the order, Terry Poole comes up against Valenzuela. He's still not fatigued. He's just got. Oh wait. He was. Oh, I'm sorry. In the ninth, he would have been a 14 in the ninth, right? So he would have been a 14. So that still was good. He still was going to be safe. That wouldn't have changed anything. I don't think so. In the ninth, he's a 14. I can remember that. We changed his 1 in the ninth, even though he's 20 years old. He's unbelievable. All right, first and second. First and second, 1 away. All right, on the field is choice. Yep, here we go. We have a 51. That might be good. That's a 9. So he's -8. So we have 14. And 8 is 22, though. So a 22 on a 9 is, that's going to be a 27. So there's going to be, hit down the third base with a 12. No matter what. That's going to be column 1. So it's going to be a double play. So it's going to be, he steps on third and throws to first, and that'll do it in the inning on the double play by Poole. So they will get 1, and we go to the bottom of the ninth. And Frank LaCourte, do I want my closer? Who was my closer? My closer was HOU. I'm going to bring in HOU, not that guy. So let me bring in HOU. Do I have a HOU? I don't have HOU. What? It says HOU is my close. Oh, Sambito is my closer. Yes, so I'm going to go Sambito. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so I don't need Woods anymore. I'm going to go to Sambito. So I'm going to go Sambito. He's the closer. And did I have Sambito in my bullpen? That's the wrong team. Just want to make sure that I got. Yeah, I do have Sambito. He's a lefty. Okay. Alrighty. I like the Digi dugout for that. Alrighty. So Valenzuela still in the game here. You know, he's trailing 3-2. He won't be anymore. So we have Sosha leading off. Yeah. Sosha leading off in the bottom of the ninth. Let's see if he can get it done. Right? A 64. That's a 38. We got a rare play on the 38 where the base is empty and a 64. 38. There's a 29, and it's going to be strike one. Nice and simple. Strike one to Sosha. Oh, a 44, though. That's a 7. -5 against lefties. And so he's 19. He's 24. So we have a 7, 24. And no, that'll be dropping in for a hit. So the leadoff man is on. Sosha's on. He doesn't have any speed. So we're going to have to bring in a pinch runner for Sosha. So if I go to these guys over here, who's on my bench that can run for Sosha? And that can, do I have a backup catcher? I do. Do I have Yeager in here? Yes, I do. All right, so who's going to run? So Darrell Thomas I have. He's 17 and fast. Yes. All right, so Thomas is going to run for Sosha. So we have a fast guy on it first, right? And so Bill Russell comes up. So Thomas comes in to run. He's a 17. Now, does he want to steal? Two, and it's going to be 2 outs. So he's not going to steal, but we are going to try to bunt him over. Okay. So let's go with a sacrifice bunt here by Bill Russell. All righty. And a 33 on a sacrifice is a 7. And does a 7 change at all? So he's a 19. Oh my gosh. A lefty. A 29 on a 7. And that 7 turns into a 34. So this is hit down the shortstop with a line drive. Oh, wait, on a sacrifice, right? 2 strikes on the batter. 2 strikes on the batter. 2 strikes in the batter. All right, so we got 2 strikes to Russell, so now he's going to swing away. All right, so he missed on that. So Russell's going to swing away. Let me get rid of this. Come back to you guys. Sorry about that. A 53. It's going to be a 19. So this is hit down the third base, and a 16 down at third base, no matter what that is, that's going to be fielding 1. So it's going to be out at first, runner to the second. Out at first, runner to second. So it's hit down to third, and the only play is to first. So it's as good as a sacrifice. So we're going to go G5. So we have 1 away. And now we have a runner at second base, and he's fast. He is super fast. Okay. And so now we have the pitcher coming up. So Valenzuela has to come out, right? So Thomas is the speedster down at second base. Valenzuela has to come out because we need a pinch hitter. And so let's see who's good against a lefty, and let's see who's available here. So let me go back to my Dodgers, and let's go to the bench and see who's available to hit that day. Reggie Smith is not that good against lefties. Stacks is not available. Renicki's not available. No Perconti. No. Oh, Monday is available. He's -3 against lefties, so probably not. No Mitchell. No Marshall. No that guy. Johnstone. Yeah, Jay Johnstone. He's -5. No Weiss. Yeager. Oh, Yeager's +6. And we need somebody needs a catcher, right? I think I took the catcher out. Yeah, Sosha's coming out because I got a pinch runner from him. So yeah, that sounds good. So I think Yeager will pinch hit, and then he'll go to catcher, and then maybe you guys can help me with a double switch. All right, so Yeager comes in against the lefty Sambito, and that's the other thing I like about the Master game is kind of the lefty-righty matchup here. All righty, so he's a +6 against the lefty. So Sambito, the closer, going up against Yeager, right? And let's see if we can get it done. All righty, so Sambito with a man on second base. Steve. Oh, it's a 33. This is a 7. So that 19 minus 6. So we have a 13 with a 7. And that's going to drop in there for a single to right field. All righty. Oh, it's only a 1, though. And so it's a 42. Is he? He is. So it's single to left. So he pulls it into left field with a 46. That's not that deep. So in the left field, a 46. So we have a 12 plus 17 is what? 29. That's 11 to 55. So do we try to score on a single to left field? Man on second. Let's check this again. Right? So it's hitting the left field with the 7. I only got a 42 on the depth. I'm sorry, a 46 actually. It's a 46. So 46 in the left field. So I have, hang on a sec. I did that wrong. So he pulls it to left. 46 minus the arm is 16 is 34 is 12. So I have 12 and 17, 29. 29. So I think I got to try to score right on the 29. It's 11 to 55 to tie the game. Right? So Yeager hits it in the left field. Yeah, and I got to try it. So the extra innings is right here unless Jose Cruz can gun him down. Jose Cruz, 11 to 55, he's safe. Here comes the play at the plate, and he is safe. So on the single by the pinch hitter Yeager, we are tied. Of course we are. Of course we are. Of course we are. So with 1 away, the top of the order comes up. And then I'll have to figure out who's going where at this point here. So I suppose I could leave Yeager in there and replace the pitcher over here as part of the double switch, right? So Yeager comes in. He's actually an 8 catcher, if it matters. And +2. Okay. Oh, and speed is if I need it is it's a 4. So Yeager comes through with the pinch hit single, and that drives home the speedy pinch runner, who I need to take out of the game, Thomas. So Thomas gets the job done, right? Thank you, Thomas, for tying the game and making me go to extra innings. I'm so happy about that. Let's see what the thing is. So now Davy Lopes. All right, after all that, I think I got it right. We tied the game, 1 in the 9th. It's 3-3. You guys knew it, right? You guys knew it. All right, so runner on first. And I could have tried for second on the throw, but Yeager being a 4, I didn't want to try it. He would have been able to. Well, hang on a sec. So it would have been. What would that have been? Oh, I think he only would have had 9 chances to get there. So I don't want to do that. Let me just check something here. Look at line 3. Yeah, he would only had 3 chances to get there. So yeah, so a 7. So no, I'm not going to try that. All right, so man at first. Here we go. A 61 is a 24. This is hit to the shortstop, and that'll be a double play. And guess what? Guess what? Extra innings. Extra innings. Hang on 1 second. I do have to go bring in the groceries. So we're going to take a quick break here. I got to go do that. Hang on. All right. Well, false alarm. Groceries are all in. So we can continue on with extra innings here. Lovely. All right. So let's figure this out now. So we have Yeager coming in to catch in the 9th spot. I'll leave them there. And the pitcher's coming in into this spot here. So I need a Dodger pitcher, not necessarily their closer. Sutcliffe is in the rotation. Stewart, Rose. Yeah, we'll bring in. Well, he's not a reliever though. Pena. No further. Welsh. I do have. Oh, he's in the rotation. Steve Howe is my closer. Hooten's in the rotation. Goltz is a long reliever. Forster's a long reliever. And Castillo. Okay, I'm going to bring in the lefty. I'll bring in Forster. Alrighty. So I'm going to bring in the Haas Forster. And he will be pitching. And alrighty, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're in extras. Base is empty. And we have, if I did everything correctly, this is when it gets crazy, right, with all the pitches. And so I guess I did a double switch by mistake, just kind of by default. Maybe. All right. Extra innings. Reynolds, 26 is the 27. And hang on a sec. I need to get Forster here. And that's just going to be hit down the third base, one away. One away. Now, Cedeno, 56 is the 32. This is hit into right field. And is 2 away. Just like that. And now Cruz. So Astros battled back to take the lead, and the Dodgers tie it in the 9th. The 53. Oh, 17 is kind of weird. And so we need to check the right fielder, who is a 2. And the 244 in the outfield that's going to drop in for a single. So a 2-out single here by Cruz, who's not going to steal. And with 2 outs, it's going to be Howe. Can Howe get it done with a man on first? There we go. 35. It's going to be a 9. So against the lefty, this 5 turns into a 3. So a 3-9 is nothing. That's going to be a single. And everyone's going to be safe. So we have first and second. And it's going to be Roberts now. And who's on second? Cruz. Speed of 16. Okay, so he's fast. Okay, Cruz is fast. Oh, sorry about my scoreboard. There we go. All right, Forster not getting it done. Dave Roberts. A 41. That's a 24. And that's going to be hit down the shortstop, and that will end the inning. So they get absolutely nothing. And we'll go to the bottom of the extras. So they put a couple runners on, and they leave him right there. So Sam Beto will have to come back out. He didn't close it out, did he? He did not close it out. So if I have a Q3, he's good for 3 innings, and the other guy is 2. So I don't have to worry about that right now. Landro will lead it off here. And a 12 was a 25. And this is X is a strikeout. Strike him out. 1 away. You know this. You knew it had to be extra innings, right? There's never a game when I turn on the camera that has not gone to extra innings. It feels like a 10. So against a lefty, he's +2. So that'll be a 17 with a 10, and that's going to be that'll be left field, and he will be out on the fly ball. So Dusty Baker's out on a long fly ball, 2 away. If I go past the 12th, we're doing ghost runner because I just want this over. I need to get back to some things. 34, 31, that's a fly into left field, and that is that. So we go back to the top of the extra innings, and it is still 3-3. Of course it is. Dickie Thon will lead us off. And we have a 16. That's a 28. And it's going to be hit down to short. 1 away. Pujols, a 15. We have an 8. We have a lefty. Ooh, 1-8. That's going to stay the same, right? Yeah, it's going to be that'll be a single. So Pujols is on, but now it's the pitcher coming up. So I think we got a pinch hit for Sam Beto. Right, so Sam Beto's got to come out. And well, we already had Woods hit, and he did pretty well. So we need to get another pinch hitter here for the Astros. Ashby's coming up to pinch hit. So Ashby will pinch hit. He doesn't have a lot of speed, but he does good against lefties. All right, so Alan Ashby, the backup catcher, will come in, and hopefully he won't mess things up too bad for me. 1 away. And a man on first, right, on the single by Pujols. So here we go. 1 away. Ashby, 12, 25. And this is going to be a double play. That's just what I wanted. So we go to the bottom of the inning. Yeah, that was already 1 out. All righty. So now who comes in the pitch? I'm going through all these bodies here. So coming in for Houston now is I was going to take the first guy, see? Nope, that's the wrong team. It would help if I had the right team. I think LaCourte. So we're going to bring in LaCourte. So Frank LaCourte will come in. He's a righty, so now we have a righty in the game. And let's see if the Dodgers can get anything going here as this game that doesn't want to end continues. So we're in the 11th. Yeah, of course we are, right? Why wouldn't we be in the 11th? Frickin' game. 63. 31 center field. 1 away. All right. The ghost runner is ready to come out next inning. Just so I can get this stinking thing over with. 26 is a 24. And this is hit down the short. 2 away. And now Russell. Or, hang on a sec. I might have hit out of order here. So, Sosha's out. Oh, it's the pitcher. Forster's going to hit, and we're just going to let him hit with 2 outs. I'm not seeing anything worth taking him out. So a 21 is a 26, and this is hit down to second base. All right, so we're going to go to the freaking whatever inning this is, and we're putting a runner on second because I'm tired of it. I just want to get this done. I got things I got to do here. I got an angry wife because this game that means nothing went into extra innings. All right, so we have a man on second base, and he's going to be fast, and I'm going to, whatever his number is, I'm going to double it. Okay, so here we go. Leading off is Terry Poole. Helps if I put the dice in here. And so we have a 31. Oh, that's going to be a 9. And so, well, that'll be a 13. 9. And, oh, no, that's going to be okay. Single through short. Single through short into left field. Oh, I got the 4 too. All right, what number did I get? It's a 9. Single through short into left field. Let me read this here. So I got a 41. So I'm going to do a 41, 17, 58, 23. I'm sending him home. Sending him home. 23 chances. And he is out. So the ghost runner is out. All right, so we're going to put Poole on second on the fielder's choice, and we have 1 away. All righty, so the ghost runner is out at the plate. Is how I'm playing that one. So we still got a runner on second, and it's going to be Reynolds' wrap with 1 away. 43 is a 29. This is hit back to the mound, and the runner will go to third. So G1. So we have 2 away, but the runner's at third base. We're getting closer. And Cedeno, a 25. That's an 8. 2. Oh, that's going to be good. Single over second, and that will get the run home. So he will single, and Houston pops in a run here to make it 4-3. That's my 4. All righty, so the ghost runner gets a runner home. It's 4-3. Thank goodness. All righty, so there's 2 away and a runner on first, and that's going to bring up Jose Cruz. Boy, this National League game has really been a tester. It's going to be a 2-hour game just because of all the crap, right? 34, 31, and he's out at center field, so that'll be that. But they get 1. They get 1. We go to the bottom of extra innings here, and so now the Dodgers will have a fast runner on second base. And so let's see if LaCourte can lock this down, okay? Let's try to lock this down. All right, so here we go. Leading off is Russell. And a 21 is a 31. That's hit in the center field. 1 away. 1 away. All right, so it's the pitcher coming up. So we're going to have to bring in a pinch hitter for the pitcher. And let's see who the Dodgers have available, because that's just kind of how it goes. And on my bench. So I have against the righty. Do I have a lefty? I got Monday. Do I have Rick Monday and Johnstone? Johnstone is a -5 against lefties. I do a -3 against lefties. Oh no, he's a righty. -1 was Johnstone. -1. Reggie Smith. Joe Ferguson. There's Reggie Smith. -1 might not be too bad. Terrell Thomas. Oh, he's a 0. Oh, but he already ran, right? So I can't. He's out of the game. All right. So it looks like it's going to be Smith coming in the pinch hit for the pitcher. Oh no! Wait. This is Yeager. Yeah, I'm not at that point yet. Yeager's up. He's hitting in that spot there. I'm getting the double switch all messed up. So, all right. So we'll go with Smith after that. I think. All right. So I have a 36. Oh, it's a 33. And this is lined out to short. So 2 away. Can we get it done? The top of the order, Davey Lopes. Oh, that's why I was out of order. I didn't hit the pitcher. I knew I screwed that up. Yeah, remember when I was kind of the last inning, I was like, what's going on? How come this is out of order? That's what it was. The pitcher's hitting in the 7 spot. And a 15 is an 11. And against the righty, he's -4. So we got a 14-11. That won't change. And that's going to be a single into left. So Lopes keeps the game. Oh, damn it. That's a 47. It's a 54. We got to try a play at the plate. 20. He's got 20 chances to score. We got to try it. So this is your game. And he is safe at the plate. So the ghost runner scores. And Lopes will go to second on the throw. So we are tied. Of course we are. Of course we're tied. At 4-4. I'm going to start the next inning with a guy at third. This is stupid. I might just call this I got only one more inning on my score sheet here, then it's a tie. And then I don't care. Because this is getting dumb. All right, we're tied. And Landro with... Actually, there's 2 away on that, right? We had the fly out and the line out, and then a 2-out single. Great. 31. Oh, that's a 9. 12-9. Yeah, that's going to be an out. Hit down to second base. So that is that. So we go back to the top of the inning. This is the last inning. Okay, just so we know. And what is going to bring in Castillo? Because I don't care. That's where I am right now. I just don't care. These baseball games really piss me off. I'm actually pissed off right now. Honest to God, I'm pissed off because of how many times this happens to me. And I just want to play and have some. Oh, there we go. 66 with a 24. And that's a 6. And that won't change, will it? No. And that'll be a double, and the runner scores. So the ghost runner comes home, and HOU leads off with a double, right? Yep. All right. Thank goodness we got a run in here. So 5-4. And again, this is the last ups for everybody because I do have to go and get stuff done. This is kind of stupid what's going on here. All right, so HOU's on at second. Nobody out. Roberts comes up. 35 is a 37. And we got to check the pitcher, who's a 254. So he's in the middle. And it's a balk if he's BK 0. And he is. So he balks. So it's going to send the runner to third on the balk. And so runner at third right now. A 13 is a 14, and he's going to walk this guy. So we have first and third right now. And coming up is Dickie Thon. 45 is a 14, and he walks, so the bases are loaded. for Pujols. This freaking game will just not freaking end. It's not even fun anymore. It's really not even fun anymore. 26. And so that's going to be 26 is second base, 16. So my second baseman is a 7, 16. So it's going to be a 1. Safe at first on a fielder's choice. How many outs are there? There's actually no outs. Runner out at home. All righty. So the runner's out at home. Everybody moves up a base. So it's still bases loaded, but there's one away. All right. So now it's going to be the pitcher, LaCourte, and I'm just going to let him hit because you know something? I just don't care anymore. Because this is just, 66. If I had pinch hit, it might have been a grand slam and it might have ended this freaking thing. So I have a 7, 6. That's not going to change. The 7's going to be a single over second base. And with a 5, I got a 49. So Dickie Thorne. So I got a 59, a 63, and he's going to score too. So 2 runs come home. And we'll just go first and second. So Frank LaCourte with a single. And 2 runs come home, and it's 7-4. Hooray. New rule. When I'm streaming games, you guys get 1 extra inning, and that's it. No more. So I got first and second. Because this is just not fun anymore. It just takes too long. I've been at this 2 hours for one stupid game. I just want to get on and practice my master, and I've been on 2 hours. Struck him out. 2 outs. All right, Cedeno. No, Reynolds. 41, 24, out. Shortstop. All right, so they will get 1, 2, 3 runs. So they get 3 runs. So we go to the bottom of the final inning no matter what. All right, this is going to be it, no matter what. All right, so LaCourte will stay out here and pitch. I'm not even going to worry about these guys anymore because they will never see the light of day again in this game. All right, so we're at the bottom of the friggin' 13th inning. Man on second base. All righty, and here we go. A 16 is a 28. Hit down the shortstop. 1 away. Okay, so 1 away. Steve Garvey. Of course, it's a 22. 13-7. Oh, thank goodness. With 1 out, it's a fly out. There's 1 out, so he's going to pop it up to second base. Thank the Lord. All righty. And then Ron Say. Can we be done with this? 18. We're not done. 21, shortstop. 8-21. 1. Thank goodness. 2 outs out at first. 2 outs out at first. So he's going to hit the ground out, and this game finally frickin' ends. So the score in 13 innings, because of course it is 13 friggin' innings, it's 7-4. And I probably played some things wrong because I just want to get it done. This is, I got to go. I have things I got to do. I got to work tonight. Oh, and I missed all the comments here. Sorry, I didn't know you guys were still commenting here. Yeah. All the extra practice I'm getting. Yeah, sorry, I just saw that there. I didn't see the comments. I thought you guys gave up on me, which I would have too. It's not a good job sticking with it. This was frustrating. I did not have fun the last part of that game. I just, 9 innings, 10 is fine, but I'm going 13 innings in this. It's like, come on. Come on. Just for a fun game, just for an opening day. No, you didn't need this. This is not funny. This is not funny. I need to delete this. I need to get rid of all this. I was busy. The wife's mad at me because I didn't help. And for what? For what? It was not a good game. It was terrible. No, no. Why am I getting notices here from Patreon? I don't know what's going on. All righty. That's that. I got to go to work tonight. Maybe I'll see you guys tonight after work. I definitely will not be playing baseball tonight after work, Oh, it was an awesome opening day game. I'm sure they loved it. If I didn't put the Ghost Runner on, I'd still be here. And I'd probably miss work tonight. I got to leave for work in like 3 or 4 hours. I probably would have missed it. So, but I did get some master practice. And it went okay. There's still a few things I'm still forgetting to do. But that's why I need Ghost Runners, just to get the game done. Just to get it done. Seriously, I don't want to be playing 17 innings of a regular game. I just don't. I just don't. I'm trying to learn the master game without all that extra pressure. It's kind of making this difficult. So anyway, alrighty, I'm done. I'm actually tired now. I'm tired. So that is that. So our final score, it is 7-4, Houston on opening day. It was what was it 3-3? How did I get 4 out of that? Oh, they got the 1 in the 12th. Okay. So, yeah, it was 7-4. I don't know. Yeah, exhibition games can end in a tie. Yeah, I think I might do that. Maybe I'll get back to the exhibition games and just saying I'll give you 1 or 2 innings and that's it, and we go to a tie. Again, this wasn't part of any kind of project. This was just me having some fun, and I had fun for the first 12 innings. Then after that, it wasn't fun. Sorry. All righty, I gotta go. We'll see you later. Now I'm all stressed out. Bye-bye.